Teaming. Love it or hate it, teaming has got to be one of the most controversial strategies to winning Showdown that Brawl Stars has ever had. Personally, I have a somewhat neutral standpoint when it comes to teaming, which is why I've decided to cover this topic in today's video. To properly demonstrate what I'm referring to, I took Barley into today's Showdown map, Skull Creek, to talk about teaming in Showdown and also give some little tips and tricks regarding teaming if you guys choose to do so. But before we do hop into the games, I would like to quickly mention that I do stream on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you do have any further questions regarding this video, be sure to pop into my chat. The links are down in the description below. Without further ado, let's hop right into the first game. Okay, so we are spawning in the bottom left corner of the map with a box above us and some boxes over to our right. I am going to go for the boxes over to my right because I have a bunch of walls that I can use to sort of like tank behind them if anyone's going to try and kill me. We do have a Mike here. I'm just going to leave him alone and try to grab the box from him. If he tries to take my cube or tries to kill me, then I will take him out. So it looks like he's just going to go for us. I'm going to use all three of my attacks here. And since we do have close range, we are able to just auto-aim all three of them and hit all of them as well, as it is a lot harder for a Mike to hit us at close range right there. So I was going to leave him alone because normally when you are playing a lobber, in my experience at least, what I like to do playing lobbers is I like to ignore other lobbers, simply for the fact because if you try to kill another lobber, so say you go Mike versus Mike, and you're both close range trying to take each other out, and normally it's really messy and it's very difficult to hit your shots. It's sort of like the Mikes are trying to dance around each other, and then what ends up happening is someone comes in and like cleans up both of you because you're at such weak health. So rather than doing all of that, you can sort of skip all of that, ignore all that crazy hassle of trying to take people out, or take each other out, and sort of just come to the agreement that if you do help each other out, you can take out more players in the game and then just place higher, and both benefit from it as well. So it's like a mutual benefit. It's more of like an interesting that I like to do. So like this tick, for example, I'm going to leave him alone because I know he's got a lot of range and I can use him to pinch this bow. So if we do leave him alone and we don't weaken him too much, he'll have a lower chance of going for us, although for some reason he is targeting us. So if he's going to target us, then I'll just go for him as well. Although if we were able to, I would have just left him alone, since we could go for the bow instead, because the bow is more of a target, more of a threat to us than the tick is to me anyways. So the bow is right here. I'm just going to heal up a bit, just stay behind these walls. I am holding onto my super because I don't want to use that right now as of yet. We did manage to take that crow out pretty easily there. We do have just a tick over here which we will be able to finish off because he was trying to kill us earlier and he's in a really bad spot, so we should be able to finish him off there. The bow mines are going to take him out. We are probably going to pick up the first place here as long as we just play it pretty well. We have a lot of health to tank this and a lot of damage, so I just ran straight at the bow, used my super, managed to take him out very easily there. So overall, pretty interesting game there. We had two lobbers in those games, both of which didn't want to team, which is actually pretty interesting. Most people don't tend to do that. Normally lobbers either ignore each other or they spin like crazy and try to team in the middle to take out the whole map. Me personally, I don't spin as much, or occasionally I might just say I'm gonna leave you alone, but I'll show you in the second game what I'm trying to mean by that. So without further ado, let's hop into the second game. Okay, so spawning at the bottom of the map, and we do have two boxes to our right and also one above us. We are going to be going for the ones on the right because we have a bunch of walls here that we can use to tank. So we do have a bull right here. We should be able to deal a bit of damage to him. So he's just trying to run away. It's a pretty good decision on his end because we did a lot of damage to him and he needs to heal up. So we will be able to grab this box here pretty peacefully, take our power cube, and now what we're going to do is we're going to head towards the middle of the map, try and take people out. If we find other people that we can maybe possibly team with or at least truce with, then we'll use that as well. But if not, we'll just play this game normally like I would with Barley, and then we'll try and do stuff from that. So this Rosa is going to be able to take out the ends. I managed to grab the cube there. I used my super there more as of like a safety measure, because if she did try to rush me and make that sort of like aggro, far-fetched push, then it would have been able to do a lot of damage to her and hopefully taken her out. And since Barley does charge a super very quickly, it doesn't really matter because we can get that pretty quickly back anyways, and it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. So Leon in the middle now. We still have the max up there, and I think the Rosa went down if she didn't get that kill. So Piper over here, we did a little bit of damage there with one bottle. We're just going to leave her alone for the meantime, unless she just keeps on shooting at us. We'll just wait for the storm to push her out, and then we should be able to take her out here. She is shooting at a Daryl. Daryl's a main threat between us, like a common enemy, so I'm going to try and go for him instead. This Leon as well is a common enemy, although this Piper is still relentlessly shooting at me, so I'm going to get a lot closer to her, shoot my bottles, and just make sure that she backs away to heal up, because I don't want to mess with her, and I want to sort of signal that she doesn't want to mess with me either. So Leon coming around here, not going to be able to do anything because we're able to just juke that. He put himself in a really bad spot in between me and the Piper. Piper. So I'm going to do my best there to sort of clear out the map and put bottles in areas so he wouldn't be able to walk that way. This Piper seems to not have shot me anymore because she realizes that she can use me as a useful tool to take other players out. So I did just spin that sort of signal that I'm not going to kill her, and now we are going to be able to take out this Max pretty easily with the help of the Piper. So obviously, since she isn't hurting me anymore and we have sort of this truce going on, what I'm going to do is look for an opportunity to backstab her, because that's going to be very important. Like right here, we've already used her for what we need. I am going to throw one bottle there, sort of panics with my super, and we didn't manage to take the 3rd place there. So a bit of an unfortunate play on my end. I played that pretty poorly. She did a very good job of actually backstabbing me and using her jump in that situation. If I had played that smarter, I wouldn't have used my super or gone for the cubes. I would have left her alone and just backed away. But we still took the 3rd place then. I feel like I explained things pretty well. So I'm going to hop into another game and we're going to see how it goes. Okay, so we are spawning on the right-hand side of the map with 2 power cubes over to our left, which we will be able to open up very quickly. So I'm just going to throw my bottles here, use 4 bottles in total to take out the boxes, grab the cubes, and then we're going to head over to the one over here. We have an enemy Barley just below us. I am going to leave him alone. Hopefully he's going to leave me alone as well. We shall see. I'm going to try and go for this box though, and we should be able to head into the rest of the game with about 3 cubes. We will be able to get some super, hopefully, off of some of these players. This Barley is going to probably help to get this Tara. Primo, actually Tara's running away, so we're going to go for the Primo instead. He's sort of running away as well by the looks of it. So it looks like we got the middle to ourselves for the moment. I'm just going to chill over here on the right-hand side of the map, break a bunch of these candles in case we have to move into those areas of the walls. We have a Leon over here with his invisibility, so this is not going to be a very good fight for us. So I'm going to keep an eye on him as much as I can. Hopefully he doesn't go invisible, and maybe I could charge some super off of him as he is in our range currently as well. So he did just go into those bushes over there, which is not a good sign. He may go for us, he may not, I'm not too sure. So I'm going to run away here, throwing bottles at my feet, making sure he doesn't try to take us out. And if his invisibility, if he did use his invisibility there, he probably just ran out of it. So we still have the middle to ourselves, which is really good. We got this Barley still alive as well. I'm going to leave him alone. We have the Nita here, who looks like she's getting pinched by a crow. And also this Leon who did use his invisibility, so I'm not too sure what he used it on. So we might go for the Leon here, who's actually by himself, not really near anyone. So I have a really good chance of being able to get this 1v1 and winning it as well, because I've got this advantage with all these walls. So if we can get some super, or at least take out the Leon, this will be a really good start, or really good finish to the game. And we'll be able to hold our ground here in the right-hand side of the map really nicely. So this Leon taking a lot of damage. He's going to run through this corridor, which is not a good idea. We are going to be able to take him out very easily there and grab those power cubes there. We do have a Brock and a Primo here. I'm going to leave the Brock alone because the Brock doesn't have many cubes. The Primo is the one who's got all the cubes, and the Primo basically did all the work for us. They're taking the Brock out instead. So we are going to hopefully be able to take out the Primo there. I'm not too sure what happened. I think he sort of messed up his jump, which caused him to slow down a little bit. And we managed to outrun him barely and take him out, picking up that easy 1st place victory. So overall, very happy with that game. There wasn't too much teaming going on there. I guess I didn't antagonize as many people. So if you want to kind of call that as a team, I guess. I wasn't killing the Barley, and I left the Jessie alone at the start. So just picking on people who are getting pinched and trying to somewhat make friends with other people, or sort of show that I wasn't too much of a threat to anybody. So overall, very good game. Let's hop into the 4th and final game, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are spawning on the right-hand side of the map, and we have 3 boxes over to our left, which we will be going for. So we will be able to open up, hopefully, all 3 at the same time if we line up our shot really nicely here. So we will be able to use all 4 bottles and then grab 3 power cubes right off the beginning. And then now what we're going to do is going to go for some damage on the Daryl, the Primo, whoever we can, get as much super as possible just to get that easy advantage over players to go into the beginning of this game. So Tara took a lot of damage there, 2 ticks of damage right there. Daryl coming in here in the middle. We are going to be able to do a bit of damage to him and also aid him opening the box, which is okay. I know he's going to grab that anyway, but it does do a lot of damage to him, which does encourage other people to try and take him out. We don't have our super, so it didn't really... we do have our super, which means that we weren't going to charge it off of him, but that doesn't matter. So overall, we're doing very good right now. We are on the right-hand side of the map. I'm just going to hold my ground here. I've got all these walls to work with, so this is probably one of my favorite spots to be in Skull Creek when you're playing a Lobber or when you're playing Rico. So Carl all the way over there on the right hand side of the map. I do want to keep an eye on him because he's going to be our biggest threat since he is sharing this side of the map with us, and I'm trying to clear it out so I don't have to deal with anybody and I don't have to reposition either. Although if we aren't going to be able to get in his range with all these walls, then we will have to probably reposition ourselves, and seeing that we do have a Daryl here as well who's flashing his super, we might have to do the same thing. Although the Carl, luckily for us, did reposition and go all the way towards the middle of the map, so we are going to be able to safely stay on the right hand side here. The Primo is going to be able to take out the Carl for us. I'm actually just going to throw my super all the way over there to try and deal some damage, clear out a little bit of space on the map just to force him to keep on running away. And now we have this entire bottom of the map all the way to ourselves. And as you can see, the Penny and the Daryl are also fighting up there in the top right. So I'm not going to antagonize the Penny because she doesn't seem like too much of a threat. I'm going to help her go for the Daryl instead because the Daryl is the one who can kill both of us, since he does have his super, or when he charges it, he can be a big threat. And as goes for the Primo as well. He's got a lot of health. He's got his super as he's using it on me here. And we are going to be able to go down to him, unfortunately. So unfortunate for us that the Primo went for us there. I was going to try and go in and then go out to try and bait out his super, but obviously I was a little bit too late. I overextended slightly too much, and we only were able to take the 3rd place there. But nonetheless, still a very good game. We got those 6 trophies. I'm quite happy with how I explained things there. Obviously not going for the Penny, but rather going for the Daryl because he was the common enemy. He was the threat. So I guess if you want to call it a truce, or maybe I was sparing the Penny, that's another thing that I did there. So overall, I'm very happy with this video. I'm happy with the games that we played, and I hope you guys did enjoy this as well. And if you found it informative, if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel because I make these how to win style videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you don't want to miss out on those either. And if you have any further questions, be sure to pop into my Twitch chat. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. But that's going to be it for me today, guys, and as always, keep sweating.
No. Oh, maybe.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yes, go! Get him! Yeah!